Hello, my friends. I wanted to introduce you to Greener Grass, my podcast with Kelli McVay, my old friend from my hometown in Ohio. We both danced together when we were younger. And this is about culture and motherhood and parenthood and relationships and work and getting through it. And I thought it would be a good thing to share for you guys. This is our weekly roundup. So none of our guests, just me and my co-host checking in with each other every other week. I wanted to share this with you on this feed. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. Hey, it's Greener Grass Podcast. We are your hosts, Carrie Wee and Kelli McVay, now part of the Digigen Network. How's it going, guys? Hope you're having an amazing week. If you would love to become part of the Greener Grass family, please opt into our newsletter. We send out a newsletter once a month talking about us and our guests and what's going on. And we'd love to have you. All right, guys, let's get started. Here's your weekly roundup. It's almost like, oh my God, you are like at red light special back there. Are you going to sleep soon?
I mean, listen, it's 7:30. I go to bed at like 9.
No, I know, but why is it so dark and kind of SEXY in there?
I'm in the sauna.
Oh!
So you said 7.
You can bring your computer in the sauna?
Yeah, you said 7, so I turned on the sauna at like 6:45, and then I was like, I don't want to get in before we call because then I'll get too hot. And so then you said, are you ready? And so then I got in.
Wait, can you explain to the listeners what this room you're in? Where is your sauna?
It's in the basement. It literally, listen.
Did you make it? What happened?
No, I've had it for a couple years. I'm surprised we haven't talked about it before. I used to post about it all the time.
Did you buy it?
Yeah, it's one of the Amazon's ones. It's like literally like a tent, basically. I mean, it's big. I can stand up in it. But I got it for Jeff a couple years ago for Christmas. And it's supposed to get up to 140, but it used to. It doesn't get up to 140 anymore. It's like 120 in here right now.
Really? Oh, that must feel so good. Dry or wet heat?
I don't know the difference. Listen.
Is it like super like steamy in there or no?
No. Dry. I love heat. I love
Yeah, in the wintertime, this is so good.
Oh my gosh. And I come out drenched. I feel like I get all that toxic junk out. And if I do it before like bedish time, then I like take a shower and get in bed and I'm so like chill, rested.
How often do you do this, Kelli?
I go through phases, but it's a pretty strong phase of every day.
Right now, because it's cold out.
Yeah. I mean, I get it in the summer though too. You know what I mean? Like you think about air conditioning, you're in the air condition, like we have our air.
Yeah.
And then like I like to be hot. So I ran outside today because it was 40 degrees.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to run outside. And then I made veggie soup. And then I hadn't taken a shower yet. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait in sauna while we're doing the podcast.
I mean, that is like a level of efficiency that I haven't gotten to yet.
Whatever.
Sauna plus podcast recording.
You know what?
I mean, that is amazing.
I would think the sound is good too because it's locked in.
Actually, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
and it's a dry sauna, so it's not really going to hurt your electronics because there's not water in the air. Kelli, sometimes those genius ideas just flow right out of you.
Yeah.
And this is one of those moments. But you guys, Kelli, it looks like it's a very sexy room in the back.
Yeah, it's not.
You could have lied to me. You could have been like, I'm a strip club. I might have believed you.
Yeah, listen, I mean, I was just talking about a strip club experience with you. Well, it wasn't a strip club. I shouldn't say strip club, but our burlesque story. I told someone the burlesque story last night.
Of you coming to LA?
Yeah,
and
when I came to your rehearsal. And I had no
Yeah.
idea what I was there for. I just told that story. I don't even remember why I told the story.
Listen, I haven't gone to a legit strip club in a long time. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
I like going with my girlfriends and seeing women.
Yeah. Listen, they're talented. I don't want to say some of those ladies that can do all this stuff on the pole and lift it. You saw me in aerial class.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, these girls are they're pole athletes.
100%. Like, you've got to have it going on.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Yeah, I'm all here for that. Good for them.
I love that. It's been a long time, but so Kelli, let me just ask you your update. We are now recording at just a first bit of February. Did you survive your January?
Okay, so I had a very negative attitude in January, which is not very Kelli McVay of me.
Oh, why?
But I feel like it was polar vortex. It was freezing cold. I normally create things for myself to do all the time, and I was just in like hibernation. I will choose Netflix and sleep over yoga or an extra dance class or going somewhere with friends. Like, I just like completely checked out of life, and I feel like it had a scenario on my attitude about life too. And I feel like it was the longest month ever. I feel like a million things are going on in the world, and I was just like, screw everything. And now that we're to February 1st, I have a different attitude. I'm perking back up. I forced myself out and about today, and I'm trying to change.
Well, it's not quite as cold. It's not 2 degrees. It's 40 degrees, which is a huge difference.
Totally.
And instead of being 30 degrees here or 29 degrees here, it's like 65, 70. It was 80 today. So my body, and yes, that's beautiful, but my body is like, what the F?
Yeah.
I think like I'm going into overdrive because what happened to me is I inadvertently did dry January, which is never a good thing because that means you can't drink, because I was sick the second week of January, Kelli, and I have felt symptoms of being sick the entire time.
Yeah. And I do a reel at the end of the last day of every month. Like, I've done it for like 2 years. And I always love doing it because it's like a snapshot of my month. And I was like, I don't even have anything, which, listen, I'm not taking away from snuggling with my children and watching TV. And those were all great things. But I was like, yeah, this is clearly shows what kind of space I was in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just was like taking a time out from the world, but I'm ready to rejoin society. Yeah.
So Kelli, I was sick with a cold/flu, no vomiting, just like fever and congestion the second week of January. And I have felt symptoms since then because I got a sinus infection and I tried to flush it out. So I'm neti potting, right? Like every day, just the most disgusting. And I finally went today to urgent care because, I mean, just a technicality, my insurance clicked in on the 1st of February because there was a problem for January. So I didn't have coverage. I could have paid for it out of pocket. It's just urgent care. It would have been like $100-something. But I was like, you know what? Maybe I can flush it out. So I tried. And then you guys know I teach aerial. Sinus infection plus aerial equals no good.
Because is it just make your head pound?
Oh my God. Just pounding and my face hurts.
Yeah.
It's like here. So I was like giving myself facial rubs, like massages, and like trying to like do all the things, and nothing helped. So they finally put me on antibiotics and steroids today to get this thing to go down. So I'm a happy chick because it's on the way out.
You're medicated.
Now. It's been like, 27 days.
Yeah, that's insane. I bet there is going to be a shift, just like the hot, the cold, the different, all the things that you're dealing with in Texas. Like,
I mean, it's like humid, dry, 28 degrees, and then 81 degrees. And I'm like, oh my God, my body's like,
that's
screw
insane.
you. Yeah. The jump is big. Like days ago, I would never bring her outside. Today we were at the park in a t-shirt. It's just too much up and down. But Kelli, there's a couple things I want to talk to you about today, but I kind of wanted to give like an update on my resolution for the year because I feel like I am really gaining some ground on it.
Okay, good.
Actually. And I feel like it's kind of
you're
like
gaining ground on your resolution. My resolution was joy. And like I literally just said that like this month of January, it didn't bring me joy. It didn't happen at all.
Didn't even happen.
Glad that you've got joy in your life. Or I mean, not joy, but you're making ground on your resolution.
Yeah. Okay. The thing is, I think that when I made the resolution, I was emotionally ready
Yeah.
to deal with it. And I have much more commute time here than I used to. So if I go to work that day, I have 45 minutes and then 45 minutes back. And I would actually contemplate all the things. And I wanted to. I was like, what is this that is so cumbersome and holding me back in life? You know that I'm doing this new podcast called The Artist Entrepreneur with two of my friends. I think doing that podcast is helping me come around.
I love
actually. Like it's an active thing.
And it kind of gives you, this might not be what you're thinking, so you can tell me if I'm wrong. It gives worth of all the things you've been doing, because it was like,
yes, it does.
That you're like, oh, I wasn't successful, but you know how to do all these things that people don't even realize you've done over the years.
I started to reassign value to the things, my skill sets that I actually have now.
Yes.
Because of every decision that I've made.
Yes.
I also put myself in the mind of my 23-year-old self and the decisions I was making, and kind of came to a agreement with myself that I wasn't going to choose anything else at that time.
Yeah.
Because this whole thing, like 30 years later or whatever, being like, oh, Carrie of that time should have done a different thing so that I have a different outcome today, you know? I kind of made like amends with my 23-year-old self for wanting all the things that she wanted and for being so damn persistent.
Yeah.
Because I really think back and I think to myself, like, would I at any point have really never pursued this? It may have been put off, and I might have, like, I might have put it off, like that decision. And to think back to myself, you know, in the Marvel movies, they have like all like the time warp, and they have all this different people in different times of their life, but they're the same person.
Yes.
And I kind of did that exercise with myself, where I was like, okay, 47-year-old me goes and visits 23-year-old me. And to know that I wouldn't have done anything different. I was more obsessed and like dedicated to what I was doing than almost anybody I knew.
Totally agree.
You know, I was obsessed.
Yeah.
Fully. And I wasn't going to make any other decisions. And then I think also, when the fires happened and everything in LA was burning, and it was so devastating to so many of my friends, and I felt it to a degree where I knew I wasn't in danger myself. I live in San Antonio, but it just felt devastating as well. It just devastating for me, for my community. And I realized how much it's home, that Hollywood community, even though it like is now bigger because it's digital and it's not just in one geographic location. Yeah. But that if I wanted to change that, I have to take all of it away.
Right. Have happened in the last month have kind of been a part of setting you up for seeing the world that you created in LA.
Yeah. Like I'm really proud to be part of that artist community.
Yeah.
Okay. So another element of all of this is I was in the studio on Wednesday last week, and I was feeling like crap because I've had this sinus infection for the whole week, and I just don't know if it's going to go away. You know, like I was flushing it out. I'm like, maybe it'll be gone tomorrow. And I had two students come in. One, it was her birthday, and she decided to come in on her birthday. For example, her and a boyfriend broke up. Her parents, who have always lived here, moved to a different state. It feels one way to leave home, but it feels different for your whole family to leave and then you stay. Yes. So she came in. Another woman came in, and I said, how are you doing? And she's like, my grandfather died yesterday. At the end of class, I don't know. Do you remember taking at Edge?
Yes.
Jazz class at Edge?
I love the Edge.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about taking class at the Edge, jazz class particularly at the Edge, especially at night, if you took a night class, it would be an emotional ride. Yeah. Like, it was magical, that place. Yeah. And I remember taking from Andre Fuentes, R.I.P., rest in peace. He's died. He died young. But we were in there, we'd learn the combo, and he'd look around and he'd feel the room, and he'd be like, oh, you guys really need to cry today or something. Yeah. And so he would lead us through meditations, through movement, like dance exercises. Yeah. To help us You know, like when you're at work and you've got a really like crazy emotional stuff going on, but you can't even access it because you're just going to fall apart at work.
Yeah.
Falling apart in dance classes is the perfect place to fall apart.
Totally agree.
Perfect.
Totally agree.
And so these ladies came in and I realized what they were going through. And we did exercises to tap into that pain and let it come up, let it be felt, and then turn it into movement, turn it into whatever movement would come out of those people's bodies.
Yeah.
And I recognized at that night when I got in my car, an artist, an instructor like me doesn't just pop out of the ground. I had to have gone through all those years of training with all these different people.
Yes.
With the Andre Fuentes of the world. Everybody you trained out with Broadway Dance Center. And sometimes you only have to train with one amazing teacher for them to change your whole life.
Totally agree.
In a dance class. Yes. And I've had so many teachers pour into me, and then I'm turning around, and I'm one of the handfuls of people in this world that can do the same thing.
Totally.
You can do the same thing now. And I realized how important it was at that moment. I was like, why am I devaluing this skill set because it's not matching up with what my family had programmed me with at the beginning? Like, why is it not as good or better than maybe a different skill set? Because I can pull that out of people. Kelli, you can pull that out of people.
Yeah, it's not the same. Like, it gives a nod to the fact that you're still doing it, because like I'm not teaching this year on a weekly basis. And I was in this space like, am I happy about that? Am I sad about that? Is it time? How do I feel? And I've been going and teaching like special classes like on the weekends, but I hadn't done it for maybe like a month and a half. Anyway, I went last Sunday. I honestly think it was part of you got to get your dance for lots of people. And this is what you're talking to. It's kind of like a therapy session.
Yes.
From a teacher perspective or a student perspective, I hadn't done it for a long time. And then I got in there and it felt like my sweet space. It felt like I could breathe. It felt like I was bringing other people alive. It's everything that you're saying, but I kind of forgot. I didn't forget. I just hadn't done it. And I've been in such a funk that I left and I was like, oh, I felt so good. And I was like, no, I do need this still. Even though it's like I'm older and whatever, I still need it. And don't you think there's a million people in the world that do look and think, wow, I wish I could do that. I could never do that.
Yeah.
I look at what you do and I'm like, I would love to be able to do what you do, and I'll never be able to do that.
Well, that's not a never thing.
I shouldn't say that to the aerial instructor.
No, of course not. I mean, especially because I have women who are in my class who are like much older than us. I definitely was like, why am I devaluing this very special skill that I have? Because I think how impactful those teachers were to me. And I know very well that I have enough skill set and I can feel the room enough to do it for other people. And I can do it for years. I can do this for a long time. And I know that I know how valuable that is. I just needed to redefine it for myself or remind myself. And then the last part of it is the identity of an artist. And I think just that alone, it started to turn me around all the way full circle. Because I don't want to identify as anything else.
Right.
Not even just dancer or just aerialist. Through the podcast that I'm doing with my friend Noah and Amanda, I'm realizing that it is everything that I do. And then when they ask me, what do you hate about the tasks that you have to perform? My answer, which I had to think about for a couple minutes, because I was like, wait, do I hate emails? Do I hate this? Do I hate that? Kelli, I don't hate anything. The only thing I hate is when it won't come.
Yes.
Is when I get stuck. But that is very rare for an adult to say about their job.
Totally agree.
Yeah. And the only thing that's hard when I have writer's block.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to create a combo and I can't create it to save my life.
Yeah.
And so I all those couple, I think I said 4 things.
I was like, man, I need to move forward and like 100% embrace what I can do for other people and what I can put out into the world, because that's the thing that's missing. It's that hesitation, just a little bit, because I felt so shitty about what I thought was an irresponsible financial decision.
Right.
A long time ago.
Yeah. And don't you think all the things in your world, there are a lot of things that are also coming together for you?
Yeah.
Since I've met you, I mean, you are obviously super successful in doing all the things, but this transition that I've seen with you, like financially, with all the things you have in place and the home and you know what I mean? Like, you've done major lifts, and sometimes I don't know if you are giving yourself credit for the big lifts that you've done.
Me and Asa, I think from an outsider's perspective, I feel like it's been a very slow process to get the house renovated, all that stuff. But in outsider's point of view, it's happened very fast.
Yeah.
Like a couple years go by really quick. So I would say we're in this part of our life where we're so serious about what our goals are, and we're making sacrifices. Like, we haven't gone out for dinner in this family for 2 years.
Yeah.
And you just get used to it. It's okay. Like, it's worth it. You can do anything for a year, number one. Yeah, we're making a lot of changes, and we're making a lot of investments into ourselves, and we're both on the same page and so happy about it. I think for me, the last part that was really holding me back was this sticking point. And I feel great, because I feel like I'm unsticking it.
Yeah.
You know, my sister's one of the most important people to me, and she basically spoke the truth to me about something that was and it wasn't necessary. It was the truth. It wasn't necessarily necessary for that truth to come to me. But it hit me like it like punched me in the gut so hard, because there's so much truth to it, but it's based on like a framework that I don't actually agree with.
Yeah.
Like, she was basing it on the framework of the programming of our family. Like, you effed up because of X, because that's the way in our family success is defined.
Yes.
And I just suffered from feeling that way for so long, because not just did she say it, but I felt it too, because that's the programming of my family.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, this whole time, like, I feel like it's like kind of like anchoring me down, because I'm like, I'm not giving value to everything that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And not giving it the energy I need to make it that financially successful, because it can be. I just have to like do the stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So I feel like the shackles are coming off, because I have like really, like, I was ready to sit down and think about like, what is it that I do? I love it and I'm good at it.
Yeah.
What's my problem with it?
Right. Right. I love that. I'm so happy for you too.
Thanks. Me too. Yeah. It's very freeing. Yeah. It's like a breath of fresh air almost.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. 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 So like, I'm ready to be like, just kind of turn the page and like have different pair of glasses on, and like different color on my glasses. Be like, I'm going to look at this differently, because, you know, also it's kind of crazy to think to myself, oh, one decision I made when I was 23. I made decisions to stay in that for years and years and years. Like, you can leave anything at any time.
23-year-old decision.
Yeah. No. It was also my 38-year-old decision and 41-year-old decision. Like, every single time I stayed, it was for a reason. And if I go back to it, it's for a reason. Yeah. You know? Don't they say that most American adults change their career like 3 to 7 times in their lifetime? Something like that.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, obviously there are people who don't. Like, you've stayed in direct sales, and your thing.
My degree was elementary education.
Right. So that was one flip. You're like education
like,
to
I went into student teaching, and then I started in events, like the events department as an event coordinator, and then I went into direct selling. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's true, I guess.
Yeah, like you change and change and change and change. And yeah, I just don't think I'm the only person out there who has either regrets or thinks like has perceived regrets about things, because also you're just like, okay, if you go back and assume that you could just choose your own adventure differently without any repercussions of that decision, like, okay, Carrie with a really sensible mind is going to insert herself into 23-year-old Carrie and make her make better decisions. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
So, Kelly, the Oscars are coming up, and I keep on hearing about this movie Substance that you saw with Demi Moore, and I'm like, I kind of hope, I didn't see the movie. I need to see it. I kind of hope she wins, honestly.
Yeah, listen, I loved her last speech. I have like a Demi Moore crush currently too, because you know that her and Bruce Willis, like Bruce has a new wife, but Bruce Willis has
Kids.
Alzheimer's?
Yeah, he has Alzheimer's and he has kids. You know, a lot of adult kids with her.
Yeah, but like she's there all the time. Like they have this family unit that just I feel like is so special, and she doesn't like push his wife out. Like they have that, but they have this like bond as a family. And I just think she looks amazing for her age. She obviously has had work done, but she has had enough, like not too much done that she doesn't look attractive in herself still.
She doesn't. Yeah, she still looks like herself. Like some get like jobs and you're like, I don't recognize their face anymore. But with like Golden Globes and Oscars for the most part more than the Golden Globes, I really enjoy when they give the actor or actress, like the person that just has been at it for so long.
Yeah.
Regardless of which movie was better. You know what I'm saying? Everything got derailed because of the fires, but it's going to happen. And I just hope she wins. We're going to see a movie tomorrow, Dog Man. Have you heard of this?
Okay. I have heard of Dog Man. Oh, look how excited she is.
So it's an animated film, and I don't know,
I call it Dog Police.
Yeah, because he's a policeman. It's a dog head on a man's body, and he becomes a superhero. Yes, we're gonna see this. So that's what we've been watching. Kelly, what are you looking forward to for February?
Well, listen, I want to say really quick that the kids and I watched The Wild Robot earlier today.
Oh,
What is it?
I cried.
Yes!
Like
What is it?
times.
Wild Robot Bean.
We've seen it before.
I know, we saw it. No, it makes you cry. It 100% makes you cry.
I cried when he flew. I cried when, like, I cried multiple times. I cried at the end. Like, I was like a ball baby. Emerson fell asleep on the couch during the movie.
And you were just crying ugly tears.
I was just sitting there sobbing at the movie. And Mason was like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe you're the one that's up crying. So I just want to make comment on that because you're going to a kid's.
Oh, please.
February. What do I have going on in February? I just wrote down, well, I am going to San Diego for work. I was supposed to go to LA.
And it got switched.
We pivoted, which I'm sure in some ways LA would have been fine. But there's also, it was a sort of incentive trip, and we also didn't want to be tone deaf or
Yes.
we were going to do a service project there as well, and we want to give to the economy and like show up in that way. But it's also like we didn't want to be like group photo by the hotel, and it just didn't seem like the right thing to do. So we pivoted and we're going to San Diego. So I'm so excited to go to San Diego. I don't know. I don't really have anything else big, but some hot yoga. I'm gonna go to a hot yoga class. And just get moving again.
And it's Valentine's Day. Is Hugh and Grace like a big Valentine's Day company? Do you guys do a bunch of crap?
We're doing a Valentine's Day something that no one knows about yet, so I can't say what it is.
Okay.
We are doing a Valentine's Day something. Jeff is gone in Europe until February 26th. So
that's a long time.
Yeah, so we already exchanged Valentine's. I can see my Valentine's Day card right there.
Aw.
And we exchanged Valentine's Day things. And so I just said to the kids the other night, like, what are we going to do for Valentine's Day? Like, we should do something fun. But, you know, Emerson and Mason still love me lots. Like, they're not like teenagers that are like whatever, but they're also like, yeah, mom, like, who cares? Like, what do you want to do?
Right. So 2 things got planned for August. And I was like, Kelly, I'm coming to Newark August 2nd. And she was like, oh my God, that's Kenzie's wedding day. It's like, what are the freaking chances?
Isn't that so funny? So funny.
Where is it? Like what city?
Okay, so it's at Hangar. No, I'm gonna say it wrong. Hangar.
Oh, Hangar. No, it's like his space, Miles' space.
Episode. Yeah, we did the podcast episode about the Hangar.
Oh, that makes complete sense.
So it's at the Hangar, which I think will be so cool and fun. It's August. Sunset colors. The colors of the sunset. Like we're in
so perfect
mode.
So I'm coming home, y'all, and I'm coming home to see my high school people. And I graduated with such a small class. It is more important to me to do this than college reunion, because college reunion, I don't really know anybody. It's like 400, 500, 600 people, whereas I graduated with 60 people and like 12 of which I knew since kindergarten. Like it's just a long time. But I was just laughing to myself because I am not the class president. The class president was a popularity contest, which I would never have won.
And so have you just like stepped into this role and you're like,
No. I have always been, since 8th grade, the student body president.
Oh.
I'm the student government president.
Got it.
And apparently the way you win that is either no one runs against me, and no one really ran against me. But I also did the work.
Yeah.
It's like the thing that you do the work, like it's not the popularity contest.
Yeah.
And so I was just laughing. I was like, this is the gift that fucking keeps on giving. 30 years later, I'm still doing work.
So I can't even talk about our class. We haven't had a reunion. And so then you said this. And so that means it's my 30-year reunion too. And then I was like,
yeah.
Do I like step up and like try? And then I was like, Kelli McVay, you're doing a wedding, a shower.
Yeah.
The last thing that you need to be doing.
It's different. It's different because there's 60 kids in my class.
Yes.
And I know that, well, I planned the 20-year and it was very hard to plan it because I didn't know where anybody was. But now everybody's on social media. It is very easy for me to tell everybody. So all I'm doing is setting the date and like kind of putting like it on Facebook and emailing a couple people. And it will spread to those however many. We're less than 60 people because we've lost a couple people. So it's like, I don't know, 56 people. It'll get to those people, and the ones that want to show up will know about it. But I mean, I was laughing because I was just like, what is happening? But here's the other thing. I was listening to another podcast, Kelly, and they did a study on popularity.
Okay.
On high school, college. Mostly like high school popularity. And like, who's popular? They did all these surveys across all these schools, across all these states. And the one element of a person that all came together, and those people were always the most popular in their school. It wasn't good looking. It wasn't wealthy. It wasn't all these things. It was that people liked you because you were likable.
I love that. You were kind.
Yes, to almost everybody. And I'm not saying some people aren't popular just because they're good looking or just because they're the sports god of the high school. But when they whittled the numbers down over thousands of schools, the most popular people rose to the top of the list because they were likable first.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Popular means that people like you.
Yeah.
So you might not. So this is also, oh my God, I'm just rethinking my entire identity, Kelly. Yeah. It made me rethink what I thought of myself when I was in high school, because I thought I thought I was a nerd.
Yeah.
But in fact, I was well liked.
Right.
I just didn't feel cool, popular.
Yeah, I was well liked, but I wasn't showing up at the parties and cool and popular. In that sense.
You felt that way too.
Oh, for sure. I was
okay.
Goody two shoes.
Well, I wouldn't have guessed that. I have no idea about you in high school because we went to different schools.
Yeah, I was not like going out and doing things that like, but I was friends with everybody.
Right. And what it kind of did, that study that I listened to, I was like, I need to think about this differently, especially with raising a daughter. Because yes, of course, in your social environment and your school, you want to be quote unquote popular, but maybe the way you do that is by being so nice to everybody and seeing each other and really like interacting with people at school and not trying to like put other people down just to be higher,
Totally.
you know?
Yes.
Because now that I'm like all I have to do is start my engine going and I'll do something really quick. You know, that's kind of why I think we talked about this a lot before. Like, if you want something done, give it to a busy person.
Yes.
Because it's just one more thing on my list. It's like, oh, okay, I'm going to organize this thing. I just have to like put it on the website, blah, blah, it's done.
You know what's funny that you mentioned this, because this week I went in the basement and found, I'm sure that Cameron doesn't listen to my podcast, but Cameron and Kaylee are having a baby and it said to bring a book.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You said you're a grandma.
And I knew that I had Cameron's favorite book from when he was. Yes. So I found his baby book because I want to take it to the shower, like this book that I kept when he was a baby. And then when I was down there in the crawl space, I brought all of my yearbooks up, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. I can't find 12th for some reason, but I'm going to go back down and look. Anyway, Emerson and Mason and I sat and looked through all the yearbooks and they were like dying laughing. Like one, because, you know, remember like the curled bangs that like you could like pick up with one piece?
If that ever comes back in stock and be like, no.
Yes. Yeah. So it's just funny because it's that you're talking about high school and being, and like we read people's messages, you know what I mean? Because everyone had other messages. So we were reading everyone's messages to each other, just dying. They were dying laughing. It was funny.
I mean, I think in my mind I turned, because if you would have asked me, like, do you think you're likable? The answer would have been probably yes.
Yeah.
But I felt so insecure about myself.
Yes.
And so young. Like, I felt like a child.
Yeah.
That, like, I thought to myself that I couldn't be what I identify as popular, which is, like, really cute and perfect and, like, makeup and, like, cute little skirt. Like, I didn't identify with that. I'm literally totally revamping my entire mental state, apparently, Kelly.
I love that.
So, because now as I'm, like, check 3 boxes, we have a 30-year reunion planned, and I was like putting it on Instagram and Facebook and calling people's names out, like, where you guys at? I realized I'm not really the nerdy leader. Like, I am the leader. Like, there's not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that has to feel positive.
I mean, it's like I'm leading much other bigger things now.
Yeah.
So you are as well?
Yeah.
But it has a feeling to it. It's like, why am I kind of, again, devaluing showing up for people? Because I show up for them.
Yeah.
And people ask me all the time why I show up for my high school people. And it's because, you know, it's a little small town in Ohio, but I spent a lot of time with them. And I actually do care. I don't care to do a lot of work, but I'll care to do a little bit.
Yeah.
And like, no one's going to do it if I don't do it. And if I want it to happen, like, I'm the person anyway, because I have the title.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, look at this. I love that you are in this space of like learning and like really figuring out all these amazing things that have always been there about yourself, and you're finding them.
I feel like it's invisible emotional tether that keeps me from really soaring.
Yeah.
And so I already fly pretty high on all my stuff, and it's just exciting to know that like getting rid of an emotional block allows for so much more, and that is exciting.
Okay, you know what I'm going to end this on?
What?
So, robot. Like, I am known for like, if I hear a song or a quote or something in a movie that I like that makes me think of like something for social media or motivation or whatever. And is it Bright Bill? Was that the duck's name?
Oh, in the movie?
Yes.
The little duck that grows up.
Yeah. So when he goes to fly, Rocks, is that the robot's name?
I don't know, but you can just say the robot or the duck because I forget.
Okay, the robot says, "Fly like you, not like them."
Oh, I love it. And you're like, oh.
And I was hoping, "Fly like you." And I feel like that's what this is all about, is like you flying and soaring how you're meant to fly and soar and not what you felt everyone wanted you to be and do.
Yeah, and not a programming that had nothing to do with my actual choices.
Yeah.
And to like shed the layers of like shame about it, you know? It's such a learning lesson raising a kid now because you're just like, okay, I'm going to approach this differently.
Right.
Like the old construct is not there. You know, it's many years later. The generations have changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, the old rules are gone, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Kel, we always pull it out of our ass for this.
I love this one. This was a good one.
I know, I agree. And I hope you'll come your hibernation ends.
I know. I'm getting it together.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hibernation's good once in a while.
I know. It probably was good for me and like to just take a moment.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
Yeah. Perfect. We have a guest coming up that Kelly interviewed that has a new platform called Super Coaches.
Yeah. So cool,
Yeah.
right?
Great interview. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready? Come here, Bean.
All right. Bye, Bean. I love you.
Bye.
Have so much
Is that
fun
it?
with
Just
your
bye-bye?
mama.
Bye.
All right, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in to hear what's going on this week. If you'd like to become part of the Greener Grass family, please opt into our newsletter. We send out emails once a month talking about us and our guests. We would love to have you and grow this community. If you'd please honor us with a 5-star rating and review, we would appreciate it so much. We love you guys. We want to hear from you guys. Please contact us on Instagram at GrandRevCreative. And if you'd like to check out the Expecting Aerialist, Motherhood, Prenatal, Postpartum, or if you just want to hear the sound of my voice, it's there for you. All right, guys, it's in the show notes. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you guys next time. Over and out. This is Greener Grass.